before we get to that, I would like to say that, after 2 weeks of magnificent sporting, events back to back, the Paris 2024 Olympics came to a close yesterday. It was a very dazzling ceremony, just like we had in the opening ceremony, a lot of music, dance, arts, display of colors, fireworks. About 78,000 spectators were treated to these things, and it was just a class of its own. And we're looking forward to the Paralympics, which will start on the 28th of this month. Yeah. And it's still, the opening ceremony is still going to be outside, on an open ground at the Champs-Élysées, one of their very grand place right there in France. And, I think it's going to be a wonderful one put together when the Paralympics also start in Paris 2024. And, moving away from that one, I would like to say that, first and foremost, let me even establish the fact that no matter the tournament, no matter the competition where Nigeria is participating in, where Team Nigeria is participating in, we would definitely give them our support, we would support them, would, criticize them constructively, we would encourage them. But it was quite unfortunate that, we were not able to finish on a very good note. We were not able to finish on a high note. We, as a matter of fact, the Olympics 2024, we had our worst outing in the Olympics 2024 since London 2012. No medals, not even a bronze medal. So we can actually say that we went, saw, instead of conquering, we came back home with nothing.
We came back home conquered.
I think we want to put it that way. Not even with a bronze medal. Not even with any medal at all. The likes of the USA, they're counting about 126 medals as we speak. The likes of Kenya, Botswana, St. Lucia, prior to the Olympics 2024, nobody knew about St. Lucia until Julian Alfred got them on the map of the Olympics. A lot of, even Morocco got a medal, a bronze medal. So many things like that. And at this point, you would even want to say that it's a fault with the federation, or it's the fault with the athletes, or both teams, both the athletes and the federation, probably they have, their shares of blame in this one. And let's see how the Paralympics will go for Nigeria. To be honest with you, I feel like we might be able to garner medals from that aspect, because I think in Tokyo 2020, we had about 10 medals for the Paralympics. And as we speak right now, I think some of the athletes are on their way to Germany. First set of athletes are on their way to Germany for, sort of a training tour. And we're hopeful that by the 28th of this month, we'll definitely have a lot of medals in the para-powerlifting, the para-table tennis, the para-badminton. These are some of the sports I will be participating in for the Paralympics.
Nengi, for me, before we actually talk about the Paralympics proper on the show today, because I'm so certain that the set of athletes going for the Paralympics, the Paralympians, they will surely come home with medal.
Absolutely. I think we're good in that aspect.
Honestly, I'm so sure about them. And it's unfortunate that those...
just at the early stage of the Olympics.
All these things.
Like I said before, I think we would want to, apportion blames to, both the federation, like the Ministry of Sports, the people at the head of sports affairs, and also the athletes. Now, first and foremost, I think I would start from this aspect. Now, the Minister of Sports in Senator John Owen Eno, has apologized to Nigeria. I mean, he did issue a statement about, even before the closing ceremony yesterday, giving us reasons why Team Nigeria performed below par. Team Nigeria performed below the expectations of, Nigerians. And he did make mention of some things, talking about the fact that he got into office August 2023, and he had 4 major competitions to prepare for, which were the AFCON 2023, where we came back with, let's just say, a silver medal at the end of the day. He had the African Games to prepare for. He had the Olympics 2024 and the Paralympics 2024. And it seemed, from the statement he issued, it seems that, it was a bit heavy on him. Coming into office, not having anything on ground, no preparations on ground, he tried as much as possible to be able to make sure that he meets up with preparation, he meets up with the expectations of Nigeria. But to be honest with you, in all honesty, I would tell you for sure that not too much of Nigerians care about those statements.
Absolutely.
Now, you made mention of, to be honest with you, I think we need a working system. That's what we need. We need a working system. We need facilities. We need trained coaches. All these things, we need an atmosphere or an environment that would aid the successes of, our athletes in any competition, in any tournament. That's what we're looking at right now. And that's why I said not much Nigerians will care about his explanation. I mean, the statements he issued. You talked about the cycling issue. where our sole representative for Team Nigeria, Esel Kweseraye, almost missed out on the Kerin sprint, owing to the fact that she didn't have a particular equipment to do that. Now, he also came out, issued a statement saying that a country was disqualified and Team Nigeria was, placed in that slot, and they are prepared for cycling generally, but they are not prepared for that particular sprint. And according to his statement, he said that through the federation, they reached out to SA's European team, then the team now reached out to a German company, and they provided, the machine. But to be honest with you, what ASA posted had already embarrassed Nigerians. So that statement probably might be coming to clear the air, but it doesn't go as much as what it is supposed to go. We made mention of Favor Ofili just right now. The 100 meters race, she missed out of it. Her name was excluded. How? He also released a statement and said that, anybody that is found wanting, they are, currently investigating it. Exactly. Heads will roll. Anybody that is found wanting would definitely get into disciplinary actions and all of that. But anyways, we're still waiting for that to come to pass. So not much of Nigerians care. And getting into the performance itself, people might want to say, oh, the athletes also have a share of blame in this one. Yes, we know that the federation, not much facilities and all of that, not much atmosphere to encourage their success and all of that. But most of these athletes, they don't ply their trades here. They have facilities right where they are based. What happened? Didn't you train there before coming to the Olympics 2024? Those are also questions begging for answer. How come you came, and, nothing? We couldn't even make it as far. Let's even start from Team Super Falcons. Of course, after 16 years of absence, they got into the Olympic stage. To be honest with you, when I saw the draws, Spain world champion, Japan, a very fast-paced team, no Brazil, a team that is looking to, rejuvenate and come back very strong. Brazil got to the finals against the USA. So I looked at it and I was saying to myself that we're going to exit after the group stage. But the filial connection in me said, you have to believe in these girls. So I went with the filial connection, believed in them, only for them to exit. Randy Waldrum gave, excuses. But the truth is we're tired of hearing poor preparations as excuses. It's up to our neck. I can tell you that for sure. We can keep going on and on if you want me to go on some of the major sporting activities.
But it seems we did well in basketball. The Tigers,
I think it was the only respite we had.
I think that's one of the most popular, sporting events that we took part in. I think after 20 years, we were finally on that stage where we got to the finals, the quarterfinals rather. See, I'm just.
love that.
All right, but
I would have loved that.
Before we talk about the Paralympics,
I think the part where we might be dragging a bit is thinking that sports only has to do with football, because it seems that we're pumping much more in football than other sports. During the course of the Olympics, we had a sole representative for the women's high jump event. She couldn't make it to the finals. There was no podium finish. And I listened to Doreen Amata, who in 2016, if I'm not mistaken right now, got a medal for Nigeria for women's high jump. And she was saying that in the US, every college has a women's high jump mat. That is a facility to enable these women to train. So it's high time that we stop thinking about only football. We need to put in much work into other sports. Now, going back to Favor Ofili's case, now, when she was excluded from the 100 meters race, she, tried to recall Tokyo 2020, where the last Olympics, where most of the athletes, about 14 athletes, could not participate in their events because funds were not there to, go through the proper test for the Olympics and all of that. And it was true that some of these athletes, had to withdraw from Nigeria, represent other country, and you can see it. I mean, we kept, Nigerians now, wherever we are, no matter the country you are representing, if you win something, we are going to definitely support you and, make sure that we let the whole world know that this is a Nigerian. This is our own. So what is going on? Why can't we retain this talent at the end of the day? And you want to talk about, sorry, I have to take you back to the Tigresses of Nigeria. They had a wonderful outing. Absolutely. In Tokyo 2020, their outing was mad with bonus rows, bonus payments. In 2022 FIBA World Cup, we missed out on the World Cup because of federation issues, internal crisis. It was in 2023 when Rena Wakama was able to put this team together and all of that. We started strongly believing in these girls because they got a 4-peat at the Afro basket. Coming into the Paris Olympics, there was lack of preparations, but there's just something about the Tigresses of Nigeria. More like there is just this motivation, even outside the whole noise going around them. They were able to do good. Got to the quarterfinals. Who did they play us against? USA. And let me tell you something for sure or for free. Life, death, and the USA winning a gold medal in Olympics. Those are the surest things in life, to be honest with you. And, you know, they had all the advantages. But if you look at the scoreline, at least we're able to cut it down a bit. We're able to take it to close range. Meanwhile, in the Olympics qualifiers, they trashed us very well. But coming into the Olympics, you could see us. Sarah Ogoke pulled out, we drawed out. But definitely, the likes of Ezine Kado, the likes of Promise Amukamara, a lot of names to mention that time will not permit us. Ami Okonkwo, they stood up with their speed
coach too,
and agility.
Also give it
Rena Wakama, we should give her flowers at this point, to be honest.
All right, thank you so much, Nengi. In 10 words, if you can do this, Paralympics, how many medals do you think we'll be coming home with?
Well, last time out, 10 medals.
So what do you think?
We should be expecting more.
More?
We should be expecting more.
All right, thank you so much, Nengi and Ademola, for your time on Morning Spring this morning. I'm sure that Nigerians, we may have been disappointed, but I know that we are definitely
Let's prepare
going
for
to
Los
bounce
Angeles
back.
2028, and the time starts now.
The time starts now.